Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take you through my skincare routine. So many of you have been asking me what skincare I use and what's my routine and how do I do this and what's the best for this skin type and what's the best for that skin type. So I thought I'd do a really simple tutorial on what I use and what I think's really helpful to me, and I'll also recommend other products that I think are great for people with slightly problem skin as well. So I hope you enjoy it. So basically what I've been using, I'm going to take you through very roughly my kind of skincare routine that I do on a weekly basis, let's say. So I think it's really important to exfoliate. So many people don't do it. It shocks me. And I can tell straight away if someone exfoliates or doesn't, because it literally, by exfoliating, I mean simply get a product that has got kind of grains in it. And I'm not talking St. Ives grains as in like hardcore sand. I'm talking very, very, very light products that have kind of not microderma beads, because we're not a fan of those because they go into the water system and they don't dissolve. So try and go for something quite natural. I mean, the thing that I love to use and that works and has always worked for me is this Bobbi Brown Radiance Boost. So it's got orange oil in it, which again is great. Vitamin C is great for the skin as well. But as you can see here, it's kind of got a rough surface, so it's got some little bits and pieces in it. So what I tend to do is maybe once a week, I tend to, when I've had my bath, I get in, I make sure that all my makeup's off my skin, and I give myself a really good exfoliator. Now, when I say exfoliator, I don't mean really dragging the skin so it looks like this. You simply are just moving the skin and the product around, so barely touching my skin, so it's not moving at all. This smells really nice. You can smell the orange oil. And basically I use that, and then I actually leave that on for a little bit, and then I soak it off. Now that just gives my skin, it takes away any dead skin cells. So you know, sometimes when you're putting your makeup on, you're like, why is my makeup not sitting properly? It's like a little bit flaky here. It just looks like your skin needs a little bit of a refresh. And I find by doing that, it really helps. Now, I'm not one of these people that does it every day because I don't need to do that. I think once a week to exfoliate is plenty. I think if you are slightly greasier or oilier, then you might want to go for more charcoal based things that really gets deep into the pores. But because I'm very, very dry, I kind of go for things more hydrating and things that have oils and things in it. So again, you have to adapt it to your skin type. The other thing that I quite like to do, which I've just done actually, so my skin does feel quite dry, is this Flash Rinse 1 minute facial. This is water activated vitamin C facial, and it's a facial that you do within a minute. So this is from Ren. I really like this. It's a really odd ointment. So basically you put it on, it's kind of like this yellow, kind of looks a bit like yellow snot. Nice. Basically what you do is you rub that onto your skin all over your face, but when you're doing it, it feels like your skin's a little bit peely, but it's not at all. That's just the product working. And then you simply wet your hands and then rub your hands over your face, and that activates the vitamin C. And then you simply leave that on for about a minute, which I've done, and it will just give your skin that instant vitamin C boost. Now, the other thing that I'm obsessed with at the moment, because I've been quite poorly, I'm really into these, and as soon as I mention these, people go crazy for them. And there's so many about at the moment, but these are Mask Bar Gold Hydro eye masks. Okay, this is the one that I love. This is my kind of go-to brand. Loads of other brands do them, guys, loads. And what they are, these ones are incredibly gorgeous. They're kind of these beautiful golden eye masks. Now you take one at a time, very, very thin. They're quite jellified. And you simply pop them under your eye. Oh, it just feels so lovely and cooling. Now what I tend to do with this is I tend to do these while I'm getting ready to go out. So if I've got a special, you know, if I'm going out for the evening and I'm going to make an effort with my makeup and things like that, I tend to do this first, and I tend to do my eye makeup while these are on. And that's also what I do with people in my chair as well. You might have seen on my Instagram that I put a lot of these on people when I'm getting them ready. So I start off with these, kind of do a really lovely skincare on them, then I do their eye makeup, and then I take these off, and they just are so lovely. They instantly depuff your eyes. I'm going to keep these on for a little bit while I carry on talking to you guys, just because I want to feel the benefits of it. The other thing that I've been trying out before I use my moisturiser are these. This is from Formula Absolute Time Capsules, they're called. Now, I showed some of you guys this on my Instagram stories, and I have been using them pretty much every day religiously, which is really rare for me because usually I get a bit bored and forget. They come in these little capsules like this. Teeny weeny weeny. So basically what this does is, I'm going to read it to you because I've got it here. It says, these Absolute Time Capsules are supercharged serum shots, okay? So basically, it's a shot of serum. Rather than having a squirt on your hand, this is really much higher concentrated. And what this does is reduces fine lines and wrinkles, but it just gives that amazing boost to your skin. So this is 5 times more in one of these little capsules that you'll get in your normal anti-aging skincare routine. So basically, I've been popping that on. Have I noticed a massive difference? Anti-wrinkle wise, probably not, if I'm honest with you. But the one thing I will say is that I have used them every day. I really like the feel of it. It's quite smooth. It's not like a jelly or anything like that. You simply turn it off, twist it, and then it gives you this kind of shot of serum on your hand. It's not liquidy. It's kind of very smooth. So I tend to pop it on my forehead and round here. Oh, got my little masks on. And round the eye area and things like that. But I have been mainly concentrating on my forehead because that's where I've got kind of lines and stuff. It feels lovely, and I've got to be honest, ever since I have been using it, my skin's been really good. And considering I've been quite ill, my skin usually goes really rubbish and dehydrated and looks awful, and you get spots because you know all the illness is coming out in your skin, and I find that hasn't happened this time. So maybe that has helped a lot. Right guys, I'm going to take these off now because I'm going to apply my moisturiser. Ah, it's so nice. Just tap in any of the serum left over. Now it's up to you. You can then go in with an eye cream. I do. So what I'm going to say is eye cream, so important. The amount of people that don't use eye cream shocks me. You don't have to be massively expensive with it, guys. There's so many brands out there. You know, go for brands that you kind of trust and are faithful to you. I love this. This is from Tarte. This is Tarte eye cream. Brighter eye treatment. I really like the texture of it. It's just a normal tiny little bit of cream, and what I tend to do is ever so slightly, like a grain of rice, if that, and I tend to just pat that underneath. Now this is a really nice cream because it's quite thick, but it really blends into your skin. And also the other thing that I find with certain eye creams is that it can sometimes, if they're jelly or they've got a gel texture or a serum texture, they can sometimes make your makeup not sit very well on top of it. Whereas I find with this one, because it's very creamy, it really helps. And if you have dark circles, or you wear under eye concealer and things like that, and you're finding that your under eye concealer isn't sitting properly, it's because you need to invest in an eye cream. Honestly guys, don't leave it till it's too late. I started using eye cream way into my late teens, early 20s, and I don't have an awful lot of fine lines. Whether or not that's anything to do with that, I'm pretty much convinced it is, because I really do try and look after my skin. Now on to moisturisers. Now this is a tricky one because, again, when it comes to me, I'm super dry. So I do try a lot of different people's brands. Now I'm really impressed with this. Really impressed. This is Neutrogena, try and say it, Neutrogena's Hydro Boost Water Gel. Okay, a few things on this. This is the one that I'm using. I don't like gel, I prefer cream. I was like, Hydro Boost, really? They always say that, and yet my skin always feels dry. Not with this one, guys. This is a really lovely, lightweight gel, which I was like, and I have found, normally when I use products like this, like a gel formula, I'm like, throughout the day, I need more moisture. With this, I have not felt that once, and I've been using it for a few weeks now. I absolutely love it. You can pop it over the top of serums. It doesn't affect the serums, which some moisturisers do. It's from Neutrogena, so I'm like, really? I've not really kind of used their stuff unless I've used their hand cream, which is amazing if you've got super dry hands. But oh my goodness, it's amazing. It's so lightweight, it doesn't feel heavy on your skin at all. So for those of you that are really dehydrated but don't like too much stuff on your face, perfect. For those of you that love a gel, perfect. I would say it's pretty good for most people. I think if you're excessively oily, then maybe go for something not so hydrating. But for people that have dry skin, yeah, it works on me, and I've got really dry skin. So I think this is amazing. It's really, really good, really reasonably priced, and also easy to get hold of. I then, on top of that, I'm using the Hydro Boost City Shield Hydrating Lotion. Now, I don't know whether or not you're supposed to use them together or not. You can probably use one or the other. Again, I'm quite dry, so I like a lot of product on my face. Now, this is this one here. This boosts hydration, protects against pollution and sun damage because it is an SPF 25, which I think is great. Now, when you live in London, you're surrounded by all the city grime and grossness. I was like, absolutely need sun protection, because obviously it's very important to use sun protection, but also I really wanted protection from the elements as well and from all the pollution and things like that. So I pop this over the top, and I find the two combined works so well with my skin. Now the trick, once you've done your moisturiser, make sure you always go around your chin, neck as well, is your skin should feel plump and a bit tacky, okay? So many people are like, yeah, I put moisturiser on and then throughout the day it's really dry. Then you're not putting enough on. Your skin is drinking it up. If you don't use a moisturiser and you're putting foundation on, you'll find that your skin might go patchy, your foundation will go patchy, because basically your skin's thirsty. It needs to drink, just like we do. So it's thirsty for product. So what you need to do is make sure that you're giving it the good products first, then putting your foundation on, then you'll have a perfect base. Last but not least, guys, I'm obsessed with this. This is a lip oil treatment by ESPA. It's a nourishing lip oil and I love it. I use this every night before I go to bed, and I always put it on before I do my makeup. It's so hydrating. It feels lovely. I love a lip oil. I love a lip balm. But I find that that really helps nourish my lips, and especially when they've been really dry over the winter period, I find this has been actually an amazing treatment for my lips. So I'm just going to touch on a couple of products for those of you that are slightly more problem skin, and also brands. So again, a lot of you are like, I don't know where to go with this. I'm very dry, I'm acne prone, I've got rosacea. Okay, if you are more acne prone and more sensitive and you're very oily, have a look into Avene, okay? Avene is this product here that you can find it in Boots. I think you can probably find it in Superdrug as well. This particular cream is called Clearance Expert. Now this is specially formulated for acne prone skin, for problem skin. It's a very light textured cream, but what it's doing is it's kind of healing your skin and balancing your skin, as well as giving it the hydration that it needs. Another product that's excellent, that's out there in Superdrug and Boots, that's, you know, really good for eczema, rosacea, anything like that, is Uracin. This is a great brand, again, for really dry skin. This particular one is amazing. You know, I tend to go down those routes for places, especially when you're kind of a bit unsure, and there are really high-end products that obviously are great, but if you are looking for more high street brands, then definitely look at those too if you have more problem skin. But as I said, it's all trial and error, guys, and the whole point of getting a beautiful base of makeup, you have to start with your skincare. So I hope that helped. That is my everyday skincare routine with a few added tips and tricks in it. I hope that you enjoyed that. If it's been helpful, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you check out my Instagram and Facebook, and keep asking questions, guys. I love the questions, and I will try and answer them for you when I can. Take care and have a great day. So it's really good for people that are on the run and running around on the run. It's really good for people that have broken out of prison and are on the run.